Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jack again with another unwanted advice segment, the Reddit stories. Okay? Let's jump right into it. Me, 21-year-old male, and my grieving best friend, 21-year-old male, engaged in unwanted physical intimacy. What? This is like the first time me reading this. Hold on, let me see. I just knew it was going to be crazy, but let me see. My best friend for 4 years, we still call him John, recently lost his mother to cancer. He was feeling as bad as you would expect. Me and some other friends of his, 22-year-old female Emma, went to see him. After some discussion, we all came to the conclusion that it would be best if he spent the night in the company of friends who understood him. So we went to Emma's house to hang out and we would all sleep over. That's kind of a good idea if somebody's like going through something very, very traumatic or had something really sad or somebody close to them die. You don't want to leave that person alone. I kind of agree with that. I've actually done that for a couple people where it's like you bring them food or you do something where they don't have to feel so alone, because dangerous thoughts can come into people's head when they in that time. All right, let me continue. We hung out till around 4 a.m. and then decided it was time to go to bed, seeing as we had to wake up early for him to go to the funeral in the morning. There were 3 bedrooms, however, he had been craving physical touch all day. What? Okay. Which we happily obliged, but went no further than hugging and hand-holding. Hope y'all don't be holding the other man's hand. Okay. And asked for one of us to sleep in the same bed as him. I don't like where this is going. Emma asked me to do it. Emma, this is your fault. Since he really needed to sleep, as she would be the one driving in the morning. She had slept poorly the night before. So I slept with him. No trouble there. However, he asked to hold my hand, which I did. But he kept getting closer and holding my hand tighter. So I realized he might have wanted something more intimate. And you just... Wait, let me not laugh. You had the feeling that this was going to happen. And you was letting it happen. Right in front of your eyes. You presented... let me continue. I don't want to get sidetracked. Okay. I asked if he wanted me to hold him, and he said yes. So I basically half-spooned him. I hugged him from behind and kept my body in as much of a distance as possible. This was the most I was comfortable with doing, and he didn't want to get closer or face him. And I didn't want to get closer or face him. However, during the course of the night, he kept switching positions and getting closer, hugging me harder, facing me, putting himself partially on top of me, to the point where I started to feel incredibly uncomfortable and even started hyperventilating, but tried not to make any noise. All I wanted to do was cry and push him away, but I felt like doing so would be extremely painful for him, as he was grieving and really seemed to need it. This is insane, dude. You gonna present your butt to this man? That's what he wants. He wants man butt. That's what the man wants. I mean, we all know what's going on here, man. He's using the situation to get what he wants. Okay, he's grieving. That don't mean you just get to have everything. It's like when a kid, they have his birthday, right? And they start acting real bratty. I want cake, and I want 2 pieces of cake, and I want ice cream. You don't get to have everything just because it's your birthday. You don't get to have everything just because your mother died and she's grieving. You don't get to take sexual advantage of your friends. I don't care what day it is. And not only that, let's deal with the the sole problem, because this is not how the world tells you to think about it, but this is how, as men, we should think about it, because this is two men here. You are responsible for what you allow people to do to you. If somebody grabbed my butt, man or woman, the first time I might be surprised. But if they continue to do it and I'd allow it and don't say anything, I bear some of the responsibility, because I have a responsibility to myself to protect myself. You ain't grabbing my butt. Not more than once. And if you do, you better run. You better run. You better run. All right. The night was hell. I hated all of it. I didn't sleep at all, and I felt like I was being used. However, I also didn't tell him to stop or push him away. That was your fault. The booty was not his to take. My question is, should I try and distance myself and cut myself out of his grieving process? And should I bring this up to him or just let it go? The fact that you even asking about this kind of shows, like, these are the average men in our society. These dudes is soft, man. They'll let a dude straight up, like, feel all over them and do some really questionable stuff and ask the public, should they say something about it? Are you serious, dude? What you think he gonna want for you next time? You think that's just the beginning, sir? He has planted the seed, and he's trying to plant the seed literally next time. And you gonna let it happen. I should also add that I am straight. It could have fooled me. But don't really have a problem with being somewhat close to other guy friends. You should have a problem to a certain extent. I mean, I'm close with a lot of my guy friends, but if one of them bent over and kissed me in the cheek, I would have a big problem with that. Certain lines and boundaries we don't cross, good sir. If you want to live, good sir. And that's what I mean, boundaries. Men, we need that. It's part of being a man. You can't go that far, dude. Oh, I see, yeah, I understand. Yes, I understand. But not with me. Nope. Boundaries. We need that. As a father, you need to lay boundaries. You need to teach your daughter how to set boundaries with men. You're not going to always be there to protect them. We have to have boundaries. I have a girlfriend, and she is the only person I feel comfortable with cuddling with or getting physically intimate and vulnerable to that point. He is gay. So the dude already letting you know what he's into. Why are y'all playing this game? Why do people play this game? Like they just don't know. I didn't know. The dude is gay already. Come on, man. What if a girl did that? If a dude, not put it this way, because everybody look at girls as a victim. What if a dude did that to a girl he was attracted to? We would all have a problem with it. He is gay. But I don't really feel like that's relevant. Are you stupid? Oh my gosh. This is that liberal, well, everything is fluid and nothing really matters because all things are the same. That's that liberal, stupid idea that people have. It's not relevant. Yes, it's relevant. Are you serious? Since the interaction didn't really have any sexual character, I couldn't even read it because it's so stupid. I couldn't hear it because I had something stupid in my ear. Okay. And that's the end. Let me say this. Boundaries are necessary, man. Don't be getting into those situations, man or woman, where you don't set up the boundaries. As a man, that defines who you are. You set up boundaries with women, you set up boundaries with men. There's a line you shouldn't be able to cross with every man. There's a line that you shouldn't be able to cross with women. There's a line you should not allow people to cross with you. And the situations do matter. Because say that it was his actual brother, and they had slept in the bed together, and his brother was crying, and his brother was 3 years old. That's relevant. His brother was hugging on him, not necessarily trying to kiss him or anything like that, but just hugging on him and crying because the mother had died or something like that. That information is relevant. Now, say they both 24-year-olds, one of them is gay and attracted to the other one and trying to kiss him while they sleep. Spooning with him. Thrusting his pelvis to the other man's backside. Being gay is relevant in that situation. Stop being stupid. Men need to be men. We need to have boundaries. We need to tell each other, no. I understand this situation is hard for you, but no. And I'll say this too. People say this word victim blaming. Just because a girl's wearing that doesn't mean she's asking for it. You're right. But guess what? If my daughter was to wear a whore's outfit, I would tell her before she goes outside, people are going to treat you like a whore. Stop wearing that. You bear some responsibility in how you present yourself, the boundaries you put up. Clothing is a boundary. It's a boundary. If you go outside in just a thong and no top as a female, guess what? You're attracting evil people. Are evil people still out there no matter what you wear? Yes. But the boundaries you put up, you can control to a certain extent. Let's start telling people to be more responsible.